What is up? What is up? What is up? This is Let's Talk podcast. I'm your host, Matt Anthony. All right, and today I got a very special brother in here, host of the True Bowlers podcast, my boy A Benz, aka the XO Child, with me today, bro. I'm happy you could be here with us today. Talk about sports and debate. You feel me?
I feel you, and I'm glad to be on here. I like what you're doing out here. I like the content that you're putting out with Let's Talk, and hey, I'm ready for the hot topics.
Thank you.
Hot takes.
If y'all don't know this already, but A Benz is a host of a True Bowlers podcast, which is strictly basketball, sports betting. You feel me? You can learn a lot. You know what I mean? They're making a whole bunch of parlays, a whole bunch of money lines, and they taking this gambling sports wave by storm. So make sure y'all give them a tune in, give them a holler. All right, if you need anything with sports betting, these are the people to go to. All right. That's the True Bowlers podcast, man. And also, I can't wait to collab. There's a collab coming in the future, and I can't wait to collab with
NBA
the True
trade
Bowlers
deadline,
podcast.
collab coming soon,
Yes,
and
sirski.
possibly also some all-star selections, collaboration. Shout out to Harry and shout out to Chris. Those are my partners on True Bowlers podcast. And shout out True Bowlers podcast. Follow us on IG.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So just tell the fans where you from, bro. Where you from?
I came up from Long Island.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm residing up here in Western New York. But I'm a big sports fan. Big Blue fan right here. I see you guys, Saquon in the background.
That's my guy. Happy birthday, Saquon.
So, big Giants fan, big Knicks fan, and I rock with the Mets.
Word. For all y'all who don't know, A Benz was actually on the Hills team when
Shout out Hills West.
When Brentwood played Hills in what game was that?
That was my junior year. That was right before the third round going into the LIC, Long Island Championship.
Yeah, I know a lot of people remember that game because, you know what I mean, Brentwood was hot, Hills was hot.
We was up 9 with 3 minutes to go, and
that's facts. And
the rest is history.
The rest is history because, you know, Brentwood always.
It was a great OT game, though. It was a great game
for us, for Brentwood. You feel me? Go Indians. All right, but yeah, A's originally from DP, played ball at the Hills, knows everything about basketball and what it has to do with. You feel me? So we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna get right into debate. This is where the discussion gets personal because this is Let's Talk. You feel me? And today I want to discuss the Utah Jazz because as of late they've been racking up wins. They are believed to be first place in the Western Conference.
20-4.
I think the best record overall.
They are the best record overall. I want to say they're 20-4.
Yep.
The best overall record.
And they've been racking up wins, and they just came off a big Celtics dub. They 122-108, and Mitch had a team high 36 points. But in my opinion, I'm not a real true believer. Do you think the Utah Jazz team is constructed to make a deep run for the Larry O'Brien Trophy this year?
Listen, man. I just want to give a shout out to the Utah Jazz in general because there's a lot of people who've been talking down on them. Shaq actually just called out Donovan Mitchell a couple weeks back, and we've seen what they've done in response. Shaq also called out Rudy Gobert a couple weeks back. So they've been on the headlines for the wrong reasons. A couple years ago as well, their culture as a team, as a franchise, and as the Utah Jazz, wasn't seen as the best. I just want to give a shout out to Ryan Smith. Their owner out there, he's really committed to culture change, and he's committed to winning right now. And I think we're starting to see that. The acquisition of Conley last year was a big acquisition for them because they didn't really have a solid point guard.
Yeah.
So I think that veteran leadership is definitely going to help. They just got Bogdanovich back as well, so I think that's going to help as well. And I'm bringing up these things because I do think the Utah Jazz can make a run at that Larry O'Brien Trophy. I'm not saying they're going to win.
All right.
But you know me. You know what I say.
All right.
I give them a puncher's shot.
You give them a puncher's shot. A puncher's chance. That's what you've been telling me that. But I don't see it with this team. I think that they are constructed to win in the regular season and not make a deep run in the postseason. I believe that they are offensive player away from truly being great.
Okay.
And they're missing that piece because Rudy Gobert, he's gonna do it on the defensive end. But he's not going to take over a game offensively, and he's not going to whip out a package of post moves and be like a center like Joel Embiid who could actually take over a game, in my opinion. I feel like they're missing another offensive piece. Michael Conley, he's getting up there in age, and I feel like Donovan Mitchell can't handle the load all by himself. I know you got Joe Ingles out there. They have a deep bench. What's his name? Clarkson coming off the bench.
Clarkson's one of he's actually one of the players right now that's currently leading in my eyes for Sixth Man of the Year. So they got a little firepower off the bench.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, I do believe, they may need that extra piece. Trade deadline's coming up. So we're gonna see what moves they make. But as currently constructed, I mean, you have Rudy Gobert averaging 14 plus rebounds a game. Donovan Mitchell's having one of his best seasons yet.
True.
I do think he needs a Robin.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
in the West, I mean, if we look at the Utah Jazz over the past 3 seasons, I don't think they've ever cracked the top 3 or top 2. Right now, they're number 1 in the West. I'm saying if this holds, Utah's a tough place to play in.
This is a facade. I'm telling you. Dude, everybody out there, do not buy this hype. And you're buying the hype right now.
I'm not saying I'm buying the hype. I'm saying name a better team that's playing basketball right now.
That's true. True. Brooklyn Nets are not playing good defense.
Hey, listen. They was just at the Garden a month back, and the Knicks put a beat down on the Utah Jazz.
That's what I'm saying.
And ever since then, they've been trending up. Now they're 20-4, best record in the league. Donovan Mitchell's playing out of his mind. Coach Quinn Snyder, we got to give shout outs to Coach Quinn Snyder, who's actually been one of the best coaches over the past couple of seasons. Silently. He's honestly, aside from Greg Popovich and Brad Stevens, he's probably third best up there when it comes to drawing up plays.
Okay.
So that's something else we got to look at. And like I said, management wants to win right now. So we're going to have to see what they're doing during the trade deadline.
Key word, right now.
Right now.
They're not going to win in the playoffs. They want to win right now.
They want to win right now.
But they're not going to do this in the playoffs.
We're going to see. Like I said, I give them a puncher's shot.
All right.
But we also got to see what's going to happen during the trade deadline. I feel like there's a lot of teams out there. Contenders are looking for players. I'm going to say Utah is not a pretender right now. Utah can contend. They have the shooting. They play all around solid defense, 1 through 5. So can they get someone during the trade deadline?
Do you think they're going to make a trade during the deadline?
I mean, there's a lot of options out there. We're looking at Zach LaVine, a hot commodity.
On the trading block.
We're looking at Oladipo, who can be a solid Robin.
That's what I'm saying. Oladipo would fit perfect.
I think Oladipo would fit perfect because I know he got traded to Houston, but I don't think that's where he's going to end up this season. I think he's still going to get packaged. Yeah. And then we also got Bradley Beal out there. Bradley Beal. So there's a lot of moves to be made. Right now, I'm not in the hot hand.
I do like Oladipo on the Jazz. I will give them a puncher's chance if they have Oladipo paired up, Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell.
And then you have that big man. The what do they call him? The Stallion.
I'm not a fan of Rudy Gobert.
Hey, listen, I'm not a fan of his offensive game, but hey, listen, if he's gonna give me 14 to 15 rebounds a game, 3 to 4 blocks a game, I'll take it.
That's clutch. I feel you.
Playoff time.
I feel you. Utah Jazz, y'all haven't impressed me yet. Y'all can rack up all the dubs. You feel me in the regular season. Until the postseason come around, like I watch y'all blow a 3-1 lead. You feel me? Until you show me some consistency and you could, take out the top notches of the world and the Lakers and the Clippers of the world, then I'll ride the bandwagon. But right now, I'm not. Y'all are fake to me. Y'all overrated. Y'all can rack up dubs. I'm sorry,
Hey, listen. They're healthy right now. They haven't been healthy in a long time. They wasn't healthy last year in that playoff run in the bubble. But hey, Donovan, prove them wrong. Prove Matt wrong.
Gotta prove me wrong. All right. You gotta prove Shaq wrong. You gotta prove TNT wrong. And you gotta prove the host of Let's Talk wrong. You feel me? Riding with y'all. Feel me? A's an avid Knicks fan. I think sometimes he could go off the ship.
Off the rails,
right?
Yeah. Hey, listen. I watch basketball. I call it how I see it.
He's a basketball guru.
And listen, I call it how I see it.
That's facts.
If you're not playing well, I'm gonna call you out on it. If you're playing well, I'm gonna show love.
I'm
gonna show love to the Utah Jazz right now.
I feel you. And I respect that. You feel me? Moving on. Let's talk. We talk about everything. And there's a lot of things going on in the league right now. Not the association, the league, the NFL. You feel me? And I'm hearing a lot of things coming out of Seattle. Russell Wilson's camp talking about he's really not happy. He wants more say. I mean, he needs better offensive line because he's getting tired of getting hit back there. So he did that interview. What was it? Yesterday or so, or 2 days ago.
A couple days back.
Yeah, and
on the Dan Le Batard show. Shout out Dan Le Batard, who's really taking it up with his radio show.
Word.
And then he actually held his own press conference after the show.
That's what I'm saying. So Russell Wilson, he's a little disgruntled. All right, Seattle's not doing the things that he wants Seattle to do. All right, he's the franchise player. He's the captain. He's the leader of the organization. All right, on the field. Are you buying the Russell Wilson trade hype? Do you think teams are gonna be asking for Russell? You think the Seattle Seahawks want to trade him away and take that cap hit? Like, there's a lot of things that go into this sequence, into this trade. If Russell Wilson wants to go elsewhere,
this is very reminiscent of the Patriots a couple seasons back when that first initial talk between Tom's not happy with Bill. Bill's not happy with Tom. We need a new quarterback. This is very reminiscent of those times. And it didn't happen immediately. But right now, after watching the interview and watching him hold his own press conference and backing up what he said, talking about, I need protection. I've been getting hit. I'm a franchise quarterback. You know what the craziest statistic I read this week is?
What?
Russell Wilson's been hit 394 times over the past 9 seasons.
That's crazy.
More than any other quarterback in the league. And this is supposed to be your franchise quarterback.
Yeah, that's
your Super Bowl winning quarterback. Your future Hall of Fame quarterback. So right now, I gotta buy it.
That's facts. I understand that. He's getting tired of getting hit. You know what I mean? He's tired of his body taking a toll. You feel me? But he did sign up for this. He could have went elsewhere.
He could have.
He's the one who signed that massive
But he's
contract.
loyal. He's loyal to. I think this is more internal right now at the moment than external, where teams are going to come asking for him. So I'm thinking right now it's more internal.
That's what I'm saying. It was kind of coerced. I feel like he did this on purpose to make the Seahawks understand his frustration.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers did that a couple seasons back. He needed more weapons. They needed to work on the line. They needed to work on the defense. So we've seen this happen in the past. Can the Seattle Seahawks equip their team in the manner that Russell Wilson wants? Do you believe they can?
No, not at all. I don't believe they have. They don't have the money. They're gonna have to build through the draft. You feel me? Are you gonna want to build through the draft? Russell Wilson is getting tired of getting hit. It's either you go sign some offensive linemen for cheap and you mold them into those big bodies, those players that are fierce, that nobody's gonna get through that line, or you go get it through the draft. But is Russell Wilson willing to wait? I feel like that the Seattle Seahawks are going to make this right. They are going to fix this because that's their franchise quarterback, and Seattle loves Russell Wilson. So I don't feel like the two sides need to leave each other. I feel like they have something good. Listen.
As they should. Yeah, as they should. And I hear that, but listen. And shout out to Vogue because Russell and Sierra actually just had a shoot. They were on the cover of Vogue today. Actually just came out. So listen, the bright lights. Russell Wilson is not your average quarterback.
I feel you.
You know, I think Russell would fit well in a place like New York, a place like Cali.
He's a superstar.
He's a superstar. Got a superstar wife, and he's got kids. So, hey, listen, Cali and New York are definitely areas or destinations I can see him landing. And, you know, beyond football, he's got to start looking at what he's going to do.
I feel
endorsements.
But honestly, I do not think the New York Giants are going to deal anybody for a Russell Wilson.
Well, there's another New York team in need of a quarterback right now.
The New York Jets, and that's why I feel either Deshaun Watson to the Jets or Russell Wilson to the Jets. But the Jets are going to have to offload all draft capital. You feel me? The number 2 pick is gone this year. Do they want to Russ? I believe it. They want to Russ. Does Seattle want Sam Darnold? Does Houston want Sam Darnold? This is off on a tangent.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I'm not a big believer in Sam Darnold.
And that's why I say right now I think it's internal. But if they don't adjust to the manner that Russell wants to this season, this upcoming season, hey, listen, man, who knows? Who knows next year if Russ's still on the Seahawks?
That's facts.
Seattle, y'all better get it together. Y'all slipping up right now.
They're gonna fix it. They're gonna fix it. Pete Carroll is not gonna let this go. You know, players get disgruntled. Players get tired. You feel me? It just sucks when it's the captain of your team. It sucks when it's the leader of your team. And he was on television calling out the O-line. If I'm them boys, all right, I know I got to get it together. You feel me? And I believe they're gonna get it together. It's Seattle. You know what I mean? They have a decent defense. I mean, it's not what it is in the past, but they have a decent defense, and they got weapons on offense. All right, you build that offensive line, they're a championship team year in and year out, just like they are year in and year out. All right, that's what I got to say on that.
I guess we can agree to say that this is internal right now. There's a remedy for it, but Seattle needs to get on the phones and they need to start making some moves.
They got to start making some moves. You hear that? Make some moves, Seattle, because Russell Wilson is mad and he will leave.
Get it together.
Right? Get it together. Get it together. We stop playing games. And if by so happens Russell Wilson says, I want to go to the Giants, you going with that? You like that?
Listen, I'm rocking out with Russell. Listen, you got to understand. I had him on my fantasy this year.
I feel you.
And Seattle was not protecting for my boy. He was getting sacked way too many times. He wasn't giving me the points that I needed. And this is all attributed to that offensive line. So
if he's in New York,
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with him. Bring Sierra, bring the kids too. Shoot, I wouldn't mind them.
They're going to be in the penthouse suite?
They're going to be in the penthouse suite.
Chilling?
And they're going to be endorsements all throughout. Russell, New York.
Sierra might drop a new album or something.
She might even drop a new album. Hey, listen.
Hey, I support it.
They was on the cover of Vogue magazine, as I told you.
Because Danny Dimes, he's on a short leash.
Very
Danny
short
Dimes
leash.
is on a real short leash with me. And I know a lot of Giant fans, you included.
Hey, he's been on a short leash with me since the beginning of the season.
I remember you telling me that.
Since that first game of the season, game 1, driving down the field, and turnover.
And throws a pick in the end zone.
Exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
That got me tight too, bro. That right there made an everlasting effect on the season and the way it was going.
Exactly.
In my opinion.
So get it together, Danny Dimes. I don't call you that. I call you Daniel Jones. I don't even think you deserve the dimes. See, I'm a hooper.
He's accurate.
I know what dimes are, okay? So
he's accurate.
He's accurate, but I'm not going to call him Danny Dimes right now.
Right.
If you get into the red zone and you're just throwing more picks than touchdowns, I'm sorry.
Better play calling from the New York Giants is warranted for next season. All right, this is on a tangent. Better play calling on Jason Garrett's end because it was atrocious. All right, Daniel Jones, like you said, I'm not going to use Danny Dimes. Daniel Jones.
Thank you.
He protect the ball. That's all we ask. Protect the ball. Stay on your feet. You feel me? Don't get injured. I'm tired of you getting injured. All right. Giants defense. Let's re-sign Leonard Williams. Do you agree?
I completely agree. And we got some boys coming back as well that were injured last year. So
that's what I'm saying. Lorenzo Carter.
My boy right here coming back as well. Zaquan.
That's the geyser right there.
Follow your blocks and run through the hole, Zaquan. And I think we could be successful.
Yep. Lorenzo Carter's coming back too, which is going to be a key acquisition. Not an acquisition, but a key player back because he tore his Achilles
reinforcements, the cavalry.
Yep. He was balling last year too, so I can't wait. I can't wait for him to have that breakout year he wants, man.
But Seattle, y'all better get it together. Otherwise, you might see Russell Wilson rocking that baby blue, that
New York blue.
New York blue.
And New York, my boy. Feel me, Russ? We accept you. Probably not gonna happen. All right, fix it in Seattle if not, because I don't want you coming to the NFC East and torching us. You feel me? But that's besides the point. Man, what is the hype, bruh? What is the hype? It could be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who just won the Super Bowl.
It definitely is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Did you see them boys?
I did. I had them. I bet for them. You feel me? You
bet against Brady and lost some money. All right. Before we get into this topic, I admit when I was wrong. So I'm gonna admit that I was wrong.
All right. Thank you.
I took the Kansas City Chiefs on my homeboy, and I know I should have never bet against Tom Brady. They always say don't bet against Tom, but you gotta understand, I'm a New York Giants fan. I'm 2-0 when I bet against them.
You said sorry to me, but I want you to look in the camera and say sorry to Tom Brady.
Listen, Tom.
All right.
And look, you see what this is? This is
another goat. Another goat.
Listen, Tom. Listen, I won't do it again.
Thank you.
All right, my bad. I should have never bet against Tom, but I did. And now I learned. You live and you learn.
Live and you learn. All right. And hey, I'm sorry I had to take your bread, bro. But that's besides the point.
Hey, listen, we're not going to talk about the chump change right now.
All right. But the Bucs had a boat parade and it was a hit. Tom Brady was out there drunk as hell.
Sipping on that avocado tequila.
Tequila avocado.
Tequila avocado.
I never had that yet.
Never had that either. So,
but it must be nice if it had boy leaning like that.
LeBron tweets, hey, I wish I could have had a parade as well after they won their ring.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
I could be walking like you. So, Tom was definitely having the time of his life. I've never seen Tom like this.
That's what I'm saying. They were lit out there. He was tossing the Lombardi trophy across the boat. I'm like, yo, bruh, what we doing out here, bro? Imagine if that John sunk to the bottom.
But he had a 71% completion percentage this year, so I was confident that he was going to make that pass.
I like that. I like that. Remember Mike Evans was out there shaking, jiving. Think he only hit. You know what I mean?
And Gronk, we saw what you was doing. But you know what? I'm going to give you a pass because you're Gronkowski, and he's the turn-up king.
Yep. Like, the old Gronk was back in the Super Bowl, too. I was impressed, bro. The way Gronk performed in the Super Bowl. I didn't think he had it in him left in the tank like that. But, you know what I mean? Big shout out to the Bucks. Congratulations on the Super Bowl win. You feel me? Are y'all going to be able to do it next year?
And I think that's going to be the question for the next couple of months. What can they do? I mean, right now, they already have a solid team as it is.
It seems like everybody's coming back from what I heard after the Super Bowl. We coming back.
By the way, Tom Brady actually just got knee surgery today. Bruce Arians said it's to clean up, so I'm not really diving deep into it.
Time out. So Tom went from being on the boat, drunk as hell, to being in the hospital bed, getting knee surgery. This was reported today.
This happened today.
Shoot.
Listen, I got my inside sources, guys. I'm typically the NBA guru, but the NFL has been hitting my line as well. So, yeah, he got the knee surgery. Bruce Arians says a little minor cleanup. It's nothing serious.
Yeah, that's not
But
bad.
if you watch the celebration, he oh, my bad. He actually has a little sleeve on his left knee. So, a little cleanup, little brush up.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. They'll be back. But Vegas right now has got the Kansas City Chiefs as the front runner to win the Lombardi trophy.
Vegas could say whatever they want, bro. You feel me? Anybody can win it any given year. I mean, if you want to place a bet, go ahead, place your bet on the Kansas City Chiefs.
I would only place my bet on the Chiefs making it back, but I'm not going to say they're going to win it right now.
Word. Yeah, once again, big congrats to the Bucks.
Big shout out, Bucks.
And my wallet, because I was feeling pretty good, you feel me, after that Super Bowl victory. Man, it's almost that time. You feel me? It's been a great show. We have a little segment we call Rapid Questions, and we're going to let this John rip. You're going to have to give me some yes or no answers. At the end, we're going to explain a little bit of why you feel this way. You feel me?
I'm with that.
Word. All right. Best team in the Eastern Conference, Brooklyn Nets.
No.
Ooh. Best team in the Western Conference, Utah Jazz.
No.
Does Julius Randle make the All-Star team? Yes or no?
Yes, he's 8th right now.
I like you like that. You feel me? Will Dak Prescott resign with the Dallas Cowboys?
The Cowboys better resign him and better give him that contract, so yes.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, pay Dak because he deserves it. I'm tired of these boys not getting their bread. The man's been balling ever since. Go pay the man, right?
We saw what happened without Dak. Listen, Jerry and Jerry World and all his constituents, get it together, pay the man, because without him, we saw what you guys are. Nothing. And you know what? I'm a Giants fan, but I actually like Dak Prescott.
Me too.
I think he plays with a lot of heart out there. He always puts his body on the line.
Yep.
And
he doesn't talk.
He does his job.
He performs.
And, he wants to win.
And the man deserves to get paid.
He definitely does deserve to get paid.
I mean,
get it together, Jerry.
Pay the man. You're getting older. Just go bless Dak Prescott. Everybody else got blessed. You're not going to bless your starting quarterback. It makes no sense how you running that organization. I would be doing things different. But you know what? I'm not in that leadership
That's
role.
a topic for a different day.
Word. Best team in the Western Conference, Utah Jazz, you said no.
And I said that emphatically.
But from what I heard earlier, you was giving these boys all the props in the world.
I was. But what did I say? What was the key statement? I gave them a what? A puncher's what?
A puncher's chance.
A puncher's chance. That's all.
But they're not the best team. They're not the best team in the Western Conference.
No, they are not.
Now. All right, I like
they
that.
They are not. The Lakers are the best team in the Western Conference right now.
So you agree? They're a facade.
No, I don't agree that they're a facade. I mean, I give them a puncher's chance, but I'm not going to say that they're the best team in the West. That's ridiculous. That's blasphemous. That's all the above. You
All
are
right,
not the best team.
Whatever you say, bro. Whatever you say, I understand. This is Let's Talk. This is where it gets personal. You feel me? We're not always gonna agree, but that's why we debate. You feel me? And I believe the Utah Jazz, they are for solid. They always will be until proven wrong. Best team in the Eastern Conference, Brooklyn Nets. I believe you said
no.
You said no. So who is?
Right now? I can't give it to Brooklyn right now solely because of the fact that they don't play defense. Facts. Yeah, they have one of the highest scoring offenses. They actually do have the highest scoring offenses in the league. And I think historically this is one of the highest scoring teams ever constructed. But they don't play defense.
That's facts.
And when it comes to the playoffs, you have to play defense. Philadelphia 76ers, nobody's really talking about them. They were in the beginning of the season. And you got to understand the NBA guru right here. I've been watching these boys play. Shout out to Steph Curry, who's having a 50-100 season. 50% field goal, 50% three-point, and he hasn't missed a free throw all season. That's ridiculous. So nobody's really talking about impossible MVP, Joel Embiid. So that's why I'm not going to give the New Jersey Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, the nod right now. But I think in the Eastern Conference. But I think they have the firepower to overcome their deficiencies. However, this trade deadline is going to be huge.
Okay.
They need somebody. Because DeAndre Jordan's not going to get it done come playoff time.
I feel you. I feel like the 76ers are one of the teams to beat. Yeah. If not the best team in the Eastern Conference right now. Right now. Because Doc Rivers got them boys playing legit. You feel me?
Bucks are tough. And Celtics are also tough. Don't forget about them boys.
Word. Well, man, it's been a pleasure.
I gotta say that. Hey, listen, man. Appreciate that.
Guy, of course. This is the Let's Talk podcast. I'm your host, Matt Anthony. My boy was in studio with us today. Look for him to be in studio with us plenty more. You feel me? Because he ain't going nowhere.
Yes, sir.
All right. This is the Let's Talk podcast where the discussion gets personal. All right. Make sure that you go follow us on Instagram at Let's Talk Sports 40. And from there, hit the link in the bio. All right. That'll take you to wherever you want to go. All right, and you better keep rocking with me. Turn them notifications on because we doing the damn thing. All right.
Yes, sir. And shout out to Let's Talk for having me on today.
Always.
Shout out to True Bowlers Pod. Like I said, if you need some NBA news, we're the NBA gurus. If you want to put some money lines, some parlays, some over unders, just follow us on IG. We post on mostly daily. So if you have any questions about it, just let me know. Hit us up. But thank you, Let's Talk.
Of course.
I like what you're doing over here. And thank you for these hot takes.
And let's go, Julius Randle, All-Star game. This is it. Let's go. We need a New York Knicks in the All-Star game. Keep balling out. Keep rocking because we're going to rock with y'all. You feel me?
Keep it up, Knicks.
Right.
I like Knicks. What I'm seeing.
Go Knicks. Go Knicks. All right. And happy birthday to Saquon, Sterling. You feel me? And them boys out there, Big Blue.
AQ gang.
Keep working.
If you know, you know.
This is Let's Talk, and we are out of here.